Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you guys my top nail polishes for the summer. These are all of the colors that I'm feeling right now. I'm really enjoying them. I've already worn some of these and I do plan on wearing them again. This is a good mixture of shop my stash and then I did a little shopping of my own as well. I am pretty sure you can find all of these whether online or in store, so they are all available and I will make sure to link everything down below. This year I am going to include a couple of toppers. I don't think I've done that in the past. I'm not really sure, but I recently swatched them for Instagram and I loved the combination that I came up with, so I thought I would share them here for you with you guys, as well as a top coat because I'm currently in love with this finish. Alright, so let's get on into it. I'm going to start off with White on Time from Sally Hansen. It's just a basic white cream. This one takes 3 coats initially for me. Because I've used mine past the halfway point, now it takes 2 coats and the formula is a little bit thicker but it's still manageable and I can very well use it for nail art or something like that. I'm actually thinking of recreating a manicure I wore a couple of years back, I want to say, where I did a white base and dry brushed a bunch of neon polishes. That looks so pretty. I love that manicure, but this time around I think I'm gonna mattify it because I think that would look really awesome. I just love white nails during the summer months. I love how crisp and clean and bright it looks without being neon, and I love it up against a tan skin. I think it looks beautiful. The next one is from Morgan Taylor. This is Hip Hot Coral. This is a little deceiving because in the bottle here in person it leans a little bit more of a pink coral, but on my nails it pulls a little bit more orange and I still love it. I think it looks really beautiful, super vibrant on the nails. Usually, I've mentioned this before, with bright polishes or neon polishes I don't bother with white base if I can get it opaque by itself without having to put on a ridiculous amount of layers. So this one for me takes 3 coats and it looks really beautiful. This one does have a super fine, like a dusting of gold shimmer that I don't see on the nails, but quite frankly I don't really care because the color itself is super vibrant and I would be distracted by the color anyway, so really beautiful polish. The next one that I have is Tangoed in Love from ESSIE. This is part of their new summer collection and this should be no surprise. If you guys watched the swatches and the thoughts video that I had on this collection, I'll link it up in the cards. This is a neon purple and I love the color combined with the natural finish of this. Makes this a very beautiful and vibrant polish. This one dries to a semi-matte finish, so it does dry fairly quickly, and for me I got it opaque at 3 coats and I thought it was gorgeous. From China Glaze I have Love's a Beach. I think this was one of my favorites from last year also. I really like this color. This one leans more pink. Well, I don't want to compare it to Morgan Taylor because this one leans pink in person, but you can see how much lighter Love's a Beach is. And this one also has a little bit of that gold shimmer in there that I do see on the nails when I put on a glossy top coat. I think this looks really beautiful. It looks beautiful matte and it also looks beautiful with a glossy top coat. It's super vibrant and another one that I don't need to put on a white base. It gets opaque at 3 coats for me. I see Haute. I want to say like it's Haute, like Haute Couture. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong because I kept saying Haute and I'm pretty sure that's not the way that it's pronounced. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I see Haute from Salon Perfect is a mint green one. I would be mentioning I Need a Refreshment from Wet n Wild. I have not finished it last year because I love that one. And that one even leans a little bit more on the turquoisey side, I would say. This one definitely leans more mint. 3 coats for this one, and I've mentioned before I really like the Neon Pop collection from Salon Perfect. I have already worn this. I wore it in the spring and I plan on wearing it the same way this summer, which is mattified. I'm loving the matte look. So this is a really good one. One that's kind of an odd color for me personally. I'm weirdly loving this color so much. I think it's really beautiful. It's very unique. This one is from ESSIE and it's Plain to Flame. And it's more of that clay looking color. For me, this took 2 to 3 coats. And I think it's also going to depend on not only length of the nails, but also application. It could be the way that I'm applying my polish. Because for me, I don't think it took Yeah, it took like 2 to 3 coats. Some nails I was able to get opaque at 2 coats. Some nails I was able to get opaque at 3 coats. But it's a really beautiful color and I love it. And it's one that I can transition into the fall. I think this is great. From Morgan Taylor, I have Making Waves, which is a cobalt blue and even a little bit brighter. So let me share it with, or compare it to Endless Blue from SinfulColors, which is one of my favorite cobalts. I would say next to Making Waves, this is even looking a little bit dusty, funny enough, and I've never noticed that about it before until I put it up next to this bottle right here. So Making Waves for me takes 3 coats. Really beautiful color. It does show up a little bit deeper on the nails than what you see in the bottle here, but it's still pretty vibrant on the nails. I think it looks really great. Fiji from ESSIE is a favorite from last year, and that made it into this year. I think this is just a staple for me moving forward for the summer because I love kind of like the white where it looks very crisp, very bright on the nails without being neon. This is what that gives me. And I've mentioned many times that I love pastels during the summer more so than I do in the spring because it brings out the richness of my tan or in my skin. I love it every single time. It does require a few coats for full opacity and they are tricky applications, but I think the end result is really beautiful. And quite frankly, I don't have anything like this in my collection that I would replace this with. So Fiji from ESSIE is another one. DIOR Splash is another one that I loved last year and I still love this year. This is so beautiful. This is an aqua bright blue, really great formula, opaque at 2 coats. I did check online and they still have it available on the DIOR site, I believe. And someone asked me if I have a dupe or if I know of a dupe to this one. I don't. I don't have anything like it. I think last year or maybe the beginning of this year I compared it to I Need a Refreshment from Wet n Wild, but I Need a Refreshment from Wet n Wild compared to this one looks a little bit more turquoisey than this. This looks more like an aqua blue, but they're both really beautiful. If you don't want to pay the price or if you don't want to go hunting for this one, you can walk into the drugstore and get I Need a Refreshment because that is a phenomenal polish. I just don't have it anymore because I finished it. Otherwise, it would be on that seasonal rack right there. V-I-Pink Passes from OPI. This is a hot pink and it's so beautiful. I've already worn it as a manicure, as a pedicure. I plan on wearing it again, maybe pairing it up with some other polishes. I don't know. I love this color. I think it looks super vibrant and so amazing. This does maybe debatable 3 to 4 coats. I think it depends on application and the length of your nails. For me, when I applied it on my toes, it was a solid 3 coat, or when I applied it on my hands, some nails, when I held it up to the window, you know, some areas could have required an additional coat. But head on, it's not noticeable. I think only if you're a crazy person you may want to add that additional coat. But quite frankly, I don't mind it because this does have a semi-matte finish, so it dries very quickly and it's a very easy application. So I don't have a problem doing that. Another one that's an odd duckling, kind of like Claim to Flame, here is Innocent. And you may be looking at me like, what the hell? That looks more like a fall color. I used to wear this all the dang time during the summer. I finished multiple bottles of this. I adore this color. And similar to Claim to Flame, is one that you can transition into the fall and wear it throughout the entire fall season. But what I love about it is that on me, this looks very vibrant on the nails. I'll try wearing it one of these days, and you know, when I'm making a video or something like that, so you guys can see it live, because I think this looks super amazing. I love the uniqueness of this color. It's a chartreuse. It's beautiful. It has a great formula. It gets opaque at 2 coats. It's just awesome. It's one of my favorite SinfulColors ever. All right, so getting into 2 toppers here that I have, and these this one you can find in store for sure because I recently saw it at Sally's Beauty Supply. This is Point Me to the Party from China Glaze. And this little guy, initially the base is clear. Mine, the glitters, the colors of the glitters have bled into the base, so it looks a little bit more like a sheer pink. So it's not one that I would put over a white anymore, but you can put it over endless colors. So I thought I would share it with you guys because I recently topped it over Dory from Zoya. And this is on my seasonal rack as well, and it looked so amazing. I put on a glossy top coat, it looked great, but then I mattified it. It's so beautiful. I loved it so much. It brought out just the colors. These colors over top of this looked insanely good. Every single one popped on the nails. This one has more of like limey green, some fuchsia, some pink, a purple it looks like even. And it has multi-sized little glitters. And they look so amazing. So I do plan on wearing this, or that manicure where it was mattified. I plan on wearing that next. It's so beautiful. And then Orly's Turn It Up. And this one, every time I look at this polish, reminds me of the movie Up. I think it's so cute. I love that movie. And I cry every single time I see it. So it's like the little balloons that pull up the house. So adorable. Turn It Up has some white micro glitter in here. It has some peach, larger purple, yellow, green, blue. It has multi-sized, multi-colored glitters, and this is a very dense glitter. This is not one that you need to fish for glitters at all. I put on, let me see, in the swatch picture, I did white on time on all of my nails except for the ring finger. I mattified it, and I wish I could wear white matte nails all the time because they just look so amazing, but my hands get into everything so much that I can never maintain the white, and then they always end up looking really messy. But then I did this one, 2 coats on the ring finger, and you can see a little parts of my nails, almost like a negative space, and I loved it so much. It looks so freaking beautiful. I adored it. And if you put on maybe a 3rd coat, it'll probably get completely opaque, but quite frankly, I thought it looked just fine with the 2 coats. And this is one that you can top over, again, multiple polishes, multiple bright polishes, endless colors, and make the manicure super fun. But I do plan on wearing it the way that you guys are gonna see in the picture because I thought that was really beautiful, minus the mattified white, just because it's just a little bit too messy for me. But anyways, thought I would share that. And the top coat that I do plan on wearing and topping a lot of these off with is the Matte About You from ESSIE. I am currently wanting to mattify everything because I think it looks so pretty. So this is the one that I'll be wearing quite a bit this summer. I think that's everything for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and felt inspired by it. Let me know down below what your staples are going to be this summer, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.